Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how I go about making a bow drill set starting from scratch. Okay guys, I think I now have found a pine tree that has broken off from a tree recently. I think it's dry enough because it hasn't been raining for the past couple of weeks. So I will now cut some pieces off and then we will try and make a bow drill set. Okay, I now have a piece for my spindle and a piece for my hearth board. Alright guys, I found a nice place where I can sit down. I've got all my components together. This piece is going to be my bow. I have to carve a notch here and there so I can put a string in between. I also have a piece of hardwood which I will cut down so I have something for a bearing block. And I also have some pieces of pine. This is going to be my hearthboard, and hopefully this is going to be my spindle. But as you can see, it's not completely straight, so I'm gonna try to make it a little more straight by carving off something off this side. If it doesn't work, I will find a new spindle. But first, I'm gonna make my bow. Okay, I made a clothes on the top of the bow, and now I will just wrap it around through the notch that I carved before. Now I will batten down my my bearing block. This is the piece I will hold in my hand. Let's see. I think I will batten it like this. Like 2/3 of the way through. Now I will batten this piece of pine. I will batten it in 3 pieces, and I will use the middle piece for my hearthboard. Well, this is this is actually very twisted, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I think there is a nice flat spot here. We'll take the bark off. Yeah, I think I can use this. This will be fine. So now for my spindle, because I couldn't find a straight piece of pine, I have to try and make this one as straight as possible. So I will carve some wood away on one side in an effort to try and make it as straight as I can. As you can see, it's a little bit more straight now. This is the side that will go into my bearing block, so it will be on the top, and this is the side I'm gonna drill with. Now I have to make a little hole into my hearthboard so my drill has a place to sit. I'm gonna need some green leaves to put into my bearing block, because the leaves will reduce friction, because I don't want friction into my bearing block. I want all the friction to be down at my halfboard. Alright guys, I now have all my components, so I will now start and try to make a bow drill fire. Or wait, actually we first need to drill in a hole a little bit, then I need to carve my notch, and then we can actually attempt to make a bow drill fire. Alright, I now burn in my hole, so now we'll carve a notch. This is what it looks like. This is what you need to do, and now you need to carve a V notch into the side. You can do this with a knife, but I think it's a lot easier with a saw. Okay, I made a V-notch, but now I need something to catch my ember, if I do manage to make an ember. I actually found a flat piece of wood right here, so this is something I can use. Put it on the ground first. Let's put it this way. Then I put my halfboard on top. Make sure I know where my dry grass is. It's right here. Okay, now we can actually try and start to make a bow drill fire. I put my leaves back into the bearing block. This will help prevent friction. You can just mash them in there a little bit. Then I'm gonna take out the majority, because what will happen if I don't is when I'm making the bow drill, these leaves can fall on my ember, and I don't want that to happen. So I will put my spindle inside of the bow again, and now we're going to make a real attempt in starting the bow drill fire. I have 7 minutes left on my recording. I don't want to cut the video, so you guys can see I'm not cheating. This is just how it is. Alright, here we go. Now my rope is slipping a little bit. I have to tighten my rope a little bit because it was slipping. and this was just wasting a lot of energy, because remember, it's not easy to make a bow drill. This will cost quite some energy. I will tighten it up again. And this is the reason why I don't tighten a knot in the bottom part of the bow, because when you need to adjust, you have to untie the knot every time, and this is really annoying. Alright, I can feel the string is a lot tighter now. It's almost too tight. That's what she said. Right, attempt number 2. The rope is slipping again, but I might have got it anyway. Oh yeah, I think I got it. Still smoking. Yeah, I got it. Nice. I actually forgot to prepare my grass, but we already got the ember, so I don't really need to hurry. Because once it's burning and once you got an ember, still have 4 minutes left, it's not gonna go out as fast as you might think. There you go. And we have a fire. And I made this just from the wood I found here today. It took me about 30 minutes to find all the wood, to be honest, so that's quite some time. But I also had to walk some time between places where I could find some good wood, or the right type of wood. And actually this is really satisfying, to be able to make a fire with just some pieces of wood, a bow and a piece of string. Alright guys, so this was my video on how I make a bow drill set. There are many different ways you can make a bow drill fire, and you may have seen someone else do it in a different way, or maybe you yourself do it in a different way, and that's all fine. The way I just showed you is how I do it and what works for me. It doesn't mean it's the only right way, or someone else's way isn't good enough. If it works for them, that's good. I hope this video was useful for some of you guys. If it was, please leave a like on the video and a comment. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care.